Okay, I'm back, and so we're going to begin talking about weathering and soils by talking about what is a sediment. So sediments are pieces of rock. They could be shells, or they could be mineral crystals that have precipitated from water. So let's look at our the first picture there shows some rocks. So you can start off with any kind of rock. It could be metamorphic, it could be sedimentary, it could be igneous. And when you subject it to extremes in temperature or water or ice or wind, it tends to break apart into smaller pieces of rock. So we're going to call that a sediment. Another situation might be where you could have pieces or material that is made by living organisms, and they could make shells, for example, and those shells would be sediments, and then eventually those shells could be glued together to make a sedimentary rock. A third process is precipitation. So in this picture here, you might need to blow it up so that you can look at that. We're going to look at this in more detail in the next episode, but this shows how carbon dioxide in the atmosphere can mix with water, in this case ocean water, and it can form calcium carbonate, and then that calcium carbonate can precipitate to the bottom, so it falls to the bottom of the ocean, where it then can be cemented together and make the sedimentary rock limestone. Another example of this might be the formation of halite, table salt, and then also the formation of gypsum. So all of these different processes occur whenever a liquid has too much of a particular substance and it can't hold that substance anymore, so it precipitates to the bottom. So it's very similar to where if you take a glass of water and you start putting sugar into it, at first it will dissolve, but if you put too much sugar in it, the sugar crystals will fall out of solution and will start to precipitate to the bottom. Now that we know what sediment is, what is weathering? So weathering is a process which is going to break up rock and is going to turn it into sediment. So let's take a break, and when we come back, let's talk about what physical weathering is.